Anderson Cooper 360, weeknights at 8 and 10 on CNN.
Now, part two of my report on Nile crocodiles. I went to Botswana on assignment for 60 minutes to go diving with these magnificent, sometimes man-eating creatures. I was in good hands. My guides were wildlife filmmakers Brad Bestelink and his wife Andy Crawford. They've been studying these reptiles up close underwater for 5 years now. As I prepared to come face to face with my first crocodile, I followed their first piece of advice. Once you leave the boat, don't linger at the water's surface because that is where crocodiles attack. Here's what happened next.
Anderson, good? Go. Okay.
We get to the river bottom as quickly as we can. It's only about 15 feet deep. Thankfully, the visibility is good, and we find ourselves in a stunning underwater garden with overhanging ledges, walls of papyrus, submerged trees, and lilies.
We know there's at least one crocodile in this area because we saw the ripples on the water. We believe it's gone into a nearby cave system, so we're going to go into the caves right now to try to see if we can find it.
It's eerie and intimidating down here. The only light comes from our cameras, and it's easy to lose your way. Brad signals that he sees a crocodile. At first, I can't see anything. But then, out of the darkness, on the floor of the cave, just as Brad warned, I see that gleaming row of white teeth.
To finally see one, it's amazing. There's a beauty to it, but it's also incredibly intimidating. You really have the sense, when you're so close to it, just how strong it is. And it looks right at you. And you know, and it knows, that it could attack you at any moment. And there's nothing you can do about it.
The crocodile disappears into the darkness. We push further into the cave. It gets narrower and more claustrophobic as we move deeper into the gloom. Then, lurking on a nearby ledge, there's another crocodile.
This crocodile is about 9 feet long. Its tail, though, makes up about half its length. Crocs have the amazing ability to actually slow their heart rate down. They can close off one of the valves in their heart, which stops the flow of blood to some of its organs. It allows them to stay underwater for hours at a time. It's amazing how close the crocodile is. You can't tell if it's watching you or not.
Suddenly, the crocodile backs away. It's not taking its eyes off me. I have no idea what it's going to do. My heart is pounding. Neither of us moves. Then, with a flick of his tail, he's off. We move further through the undergrowth and find yet another crocodile. This time, it's facing me head-on. On the stick I'm holding, I have a small camera, and I move it closer to try and get a better shot. I know I should be terrified, but the truth is, it's actually thrilling.
It's extraordinary to be able to get so close. Literally looking at it right in the face, staring face to face. Crocodile's front vision is not very good. So this is actually a relatively safe place to be. The crocodile is also laying low, which is a good sign. If it felt threatened, it would rise up on its feet. That would be an indication it might be ready to strike.
When it finally takes off, we start following it. The crocodile is kicking up so much sand and sediment, we can't see where we're going.
We're trying to pursue the crocodile right now. I can't tell how large it is. Its tail is so powerful, I'm almost right on top of it. I could reach out right now and just touch the tail. But I'm worried if I do that, it'll somehow turn around. It just doesn't seem like a good idea. But I gotta say, it's so tempting.
The croc is moving so fast, we can't keep up for long. It's time to surface and find the boat.
That was amazing. We got right. I was right on top of it.
Eh?
I was right on its tail. I mean, I could have touched it.
Yeah, I know. And then he turns around.
And then he turns around. I swear there was a moment where I thought, Jesus, he could just attack, and there's nothing I could do about it.
Absolutely, but did you ever feel like he was going to attack?
No. Well, maybe a little bit, actually.
I've dived with great white sharks before, but in terms of numbers of people killed each year, Nile crocodiles are far more deadly. Once ruthlessly hunted, still vilified as mindless killing machines, we can finally observe them as they really are. Perfectly evolved denizens of the dark, ancient creatures, now, for the first time, fully visible in the light.